the other module connectivity.
Okay,
That is what
so
I'm thinking.
okay, near you can say like yeah, it's used but not 100%. So let me tell you what exactly it is. So in layman terms, I'm first of all saying BTP is something you can refer to as a shop. Okay, and in shop like you get from basic salt to chips, everything. Okay, via salt you can make many things, and chips you can directly consume, right? So BTP is also like a shop. Okay, and it provides services. Basically, in our infra lectures, when we were studying in cloud terms, we know IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, right? So basically, BTP provides software as service, which we know as SaaS. Any many services are provided which we can utilize to implement backend services, which you can refer as PaaS, but in technical terms, it is SaaS product only. Okay, so let me share my screen and let you guys know. Yeah. So let me know if it is visible to you.
Yes, we are able to see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
visible,
visible.
right? Okay. So okay, let me come here. Okay. So basically, I told you BTP is a cloud service and it is in public cloud. Okay. If you're guys aware about infra, aware about networking part, then you can refer BTP is in public cloud. Basically, to access public cloud system, there is no VPN things is there. Okay. Basically, these are available directly on the internet via a public IP. That then we call this as a public cloud. And in public cloud, basically via you can say via simply user ID you can log in. And in private cloud system, basically what it does, it is specifically bound to some network which you need to access via locally inside their infra or via VPN like Zscaler, Global Protect. These are some VPN which we use for this. So basically, SAP provide BTP in public cloud system. And in public cloud, basically, already gave you example what exactly it is. It is basically a shop or a collection of services which we can utilize for our internal system use. Okay. So here, let me give you a quick overview what exactly it is. And yeah, wait. First, let me cover what exactly we are going to cover in these sessions. So, okay. Okay, so in these sessions, basically we will cover about BTP part, BTP admin part, which is be useful for our basis perspective or anyone who are going to explore their career in BTP admin part. Okay, in this admin part, basically we will see more about what is BTP exactly. Okay, what is BTP? Okay, and about these, what are the things BTP can offer us? In BTP, basically we have global accounts, right? And inside global accounts, we have our sub accounts. We will cover all these parts. I will provide you access also so you guys can create and practice on this. We will cover these two things. Then we will try to configure some services. Okay, configure some services in it. Okay. And also on top of these, we will see how we can configure BTP. These are basis part. Okay. But I will show in these sessions also related to BTP what like from BTP perspective, what are the things you guys need to know from basis part. That also I will cover in this BTP to cloud connector. Okay. Cloud connector is also a SAP tool which we use to connect our BTP systems to our backend infra, okay, which are in private cloud. already I've told you like BTP is in public cloud, right? And our backend systems are in private system or on-premise system, which are not exposed to internet. So in that case, what we can do, we need to connect our backend system like S4HANA, CRM, SRM, GRC, any system which we are utilizing in backend. Those system we need to connect to our cloud connector. Then cloud connector we connect to our BTP accounts. Okay. And via cloud connector, only BTP services communicate to our backend systems. Okay. So these things I will cover. Just I'm giving you some knowledge for now. And also we will cover some T codes and things for S4HANA, which we will utilize for which will be necessary for BTP admin parts also. And after that, these things once done, we will cover cloud ALM part. Okay. In cloud ALM, basically, we don't need cloud connector. It is directly push mechanism which cloud connector not support from backend to BTP. So these things we will utilize, and I will in cloud ALM I will show you both on-premise and RISE systems. RISE systems basically what it is. RISE basically in cloud, but it is in public cloud. Okay, so those we know as SAP RISE with SAP, basically S4HANA. Okay, if it is in cloud and it is in private environment, that it is RISE with SAP, and if it is on premise, okay, then it is basically on premise only in private. Okay, and yeah, okay, so going. Okay, and I have some documents. This one. So, okay. Yeah, this is our BTP account. Okay. So for these sessions, we will utilize SAP tool. Okay. Basically BTP trial version. Here, everything will be same as our like real one, which we buy, which we pay for those. And there is a limitations on this. This will be free for 90 days if you are utilizing. If you are not utilizing in 30 days, they will delete your sub accounts. Okay. So here I have already created one my sub account. You guys can create from any of you from your email ID. I will create one here. Okay, so you will get to say how it goes, and you will be remembering more better. Here I have created from my email ID just to show you guys. This is basically let me show main window. Okay, I will share this URL with you guys. When you will click, okay, I have already created, so it's showing like this. So main window will go open like this. And in between, if you guys want to ask any question, if you're getting some doubt, anything, you guys can ping me or directly unmute yourself. So this is basically BTP account. Okay, from here you can directly move to your real servers or like about servers. And like if you have bought some BTP or sub account, then we open those from different URL. I will show you that also. And this is if you are trying to explore BTP system before buying it. So SAP provide trial version, like you can try and check if it is useful for you and before starting your payment on the services, right? So this is the trial version. Here basically you can create, just click on go to trial over, already created. So when you click go to trial account, it will redirect you to your global account. where you can create your sub accounts, where you can create multiple services or assign to your sub account, those things. And yeah, I guess before going into the global account, I should cover some other things. Okay, so let me show you how real systems look. Okay, so this is the main URL, support.sap.com. This is all about our basis activity, basis, BTP, anyone who is admin part. This is the main URL. From here, you can access everything. Okay, so to access, let me show you. This is my client email ID, client system. I'm showing you. When you will go on, okay, you remember, right? So in SAP for me, whenever you will go, there is one option, system and provisioning. In basis parts, when I will cover basis part, I will show you each and every tab from here, which we are useful. Okay, each and every tab from here are useful for us. Okay, so just click on for now system and provisioning. And here going the, okay, provisioning part, I will show you for Cloud ALM. From here, we activate our Cloud ALM part. Okay, so I will show you that after these. In this session, basically, we are covering parts. And here in systems, you can see some BTP systems, some public cloud systems, and before you can see some on-premise systems, all systems. So basically in system part, you will get to know your all systems, okay, whether it is on-premise, whether it is in private cloud, whether it is in public cloud. Okay, so these are basically BTP systems. What it is exactly showing, these are the services which you have activated in your BTP domain. Okay, in your BTP system, BTP environment. Here you can say some IS service, cloud identity, cloud service instance, right? These are ALM part. Okay, cloud management tools, lifecycle management, fundamental, BTP runtime. Okay, Foundry cloud run. These are cloud ALM parts, cloud ALM services. Okay, and this is also these basically are cloud ALM global account, and this is our cloud ALM tenant inside global account. Okay, all these I will cover later. Okay, for now, just see and try to memorize, try to know these steps. Okay, and in public cloud, these are all public cloud only, but here it is directly showing what is directly into BTP system. In public cloud, there can be any other systems also which are not falls under BTP. So this is a category only. Here we can see in public cloud systems, we have our cloud identity service. Okay, cloud identity service, and this is cloud provisioning system. Basically, what it does, it stores your identification. Like if some persons are added in this service, in this URL, this is also from BTP only. Okay, from in BTP also only we activate and we utilize these services. So if some user, some email ID is added in the system, then only they can log into these systems. Okay, these are URL based. Whichever are provisioned in these two things, they will be only able to access this. Okay, and this is our basically BTP global account system. Okay, for our cloud ALM. So this is the two part which you need to know for our upcoming session. So, and these are our on-premise system, our S4HANA systems, our Fiori system, B4 system, whatever it is in our system. Okay, so these are the parts, and these things are you can say purely for basis part, which will I'll not cover in this because these are not useful for us. Okay, I will cover these in basis sessions. So this is about how and from where you can access your BTP URLs, BTP sessions. Okay, if you click here directly on this. This is our Cloud ALM global account, right? So if you click here, it will open a window and it will show launch system directly. So here you will get your indirectly URL from to accessing a Cloud ALM. Okay. So this is a shit. Okay. So don't use the credential if you are seeing some system, some credentials by default. So from there you can access Cloud ALM part. Let me just open it, Cloud ALM. Okay, launch system. accept or deny it's on you. Okay, decide later. So basically, already I have logged in one window. So I have logged in directly here. Okay. And here, this is our global account. And here you can see in sub accounts type, we have our sub account. Okay. So let me close this and proceed to our trial version. Okay. Just click on here. Go to trial account. Here are basically, if you will open your account from here, where I've shown here. So that you will get directly this window. Okay. So let me now cover here in these three. I will cover each and every tab from here. Okay, as a BTP admin part. So here we can see in left hand side many tabs are there, right? Account Explorer, resource providers, booster, system landscape, entitlement, security uses. Okay, we have seen what exactly it is. I also don't know. We'll cover later, okay? After this, let me just tell you these steps, okay? And then we will cover each and every one, okay? And here on top of menu, we can see trial home. Basically, this is your global account name, okay? This is a global account name, and this is our sub account name, which is there, okay? And here you can say create, switch global account, delete trial account. Here it is trial account, so it is showing delete trial account. And if it is a real global account, then it will show you delete global account or delete sub account something. This is switch global account. What exactly it is? If you are using your email ID, basically BTP parts are purely email based login, not S user ID login, no S user ID based login. Okay. So if your email ID linked to two global accounts, okay, if you're working for multiple company or whatever the case, if your email ID logged in with oh okay. So if your global email ID logged in with more than one global account, then you can click on here and you can switch to other global accounts, right? And here basically create. Inside this, you can from this menu you can create other sub accounts. And if you want to just create a copy of some this sub account, like if you have configured this sub account for 2 to 3 services, okay, for like you can say for your printer services, for your PDF, whatever service, we'll cover service part, okay. If you want to just create a sub account same as it is this one but other one, so you can choose this one, okay. And directly basically it will be a structure, okay, virtual structure in which you can store other multiple parts, okay. And okay, so these parts covered here. Let's come to left hand side. We will start from bottom. Okay. Uses. Basically, uses will be visible and accessible to only global account admin. Okay. So here basically I'm the global admin. So uses part will be shown here. What exactly in uses part you will get to know. If you have like say for example in your company you have configured BTP for your mail services, email services, okay, or for any document services. For example, you can say PDF, normal PDF generation. If you've configured that service for your client, so how SAP will charge? Okay, I will take that part also. So how SAP will charge those things? So SAP basically charge based on the units. How many PDF you have created, how many documents you have transferred from here and there. So those parts you can directly check here. Okay, that your utilization data will be here, like how much you have bought, how much unit are already provided free of use from SAP, and if you are surpassing those, then extra units will be charged, okay. And how much will be charged per unit, that also maintain before subscribing, okay. We check those things. I will show you where we check those things, okay. So basically users part tells you how much you are utilizing currently, okay. Security part. In security part, basically in global admin, okay, from global account admin you can configure your global account, who can use your global account, who can see and who can change. So basically here we can see global account admin, we are global account admin also and viewer also. You can restrict at 2 level. One is viewer, so some users can just see your global account but they can't change anything or create anything. And if it is assigned admin rights, so basically he can do anything. He can create sub account, he can delete sub account, he can assign services from our entitlements for sub accounts, everything, okay. And if you want to change some roles, just click here, assign roles, you can assign, okay. And if you want to delete some, just click on cross. Okay. Then entitlements already. Okay, yeah. So it is free version of Zoom. In 10 minutes, meeting will end. So in 10 minutes, we will stop the recording and we will take just 5 to 10 minutes break and we'll come back on same URL only. So in entitlements, basically what exactly in entitlement? There are in entitlement, there are two types, entity assignment and service assignment. Here, basically, you can come in left, right, and sub account and directories. You can sell here, you will get to see if how many sub accounts and how many directories are created. Here we have only one sub account, which is named as trial. Okay. So we'll select this. And here it will show you how many things are assigned to our sub accounts. Okay. So wait a second. Okay. Let me just first show this one. Okay. So service assignments. Here we can see which are how many services are assigned and how many are remaining. So here we can say above the environment for this sub account. From here, basically you can check. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. So here you can check how many units we have or how many services we have already assigned to our sub account from service assignment. And in entity assignment, you can check for which sub account which services are assigned. It will give you global level and it will give you at each sub account level. Okay. So here in sub account, I have selected trial account, and here we can say in this how many things are assigned. So above environment, it is assigned sub account assignment 1, remaining quota 0. Means 1 was in free trial version and which is already assigned. Okay, these are and here also you get to know which are free, which are standard, which are what. So this is the scale application autoscaler. This is a standard service. Okay. And here you can say sub account assignment remaining global quota. So basically sub account assignment 1 and remaining global quota also 1. Okay. So let's say scroll down and yeah. So basically these are the services ALM part. Yeah. So let me show you. This is related to our ALM part only. Okay. So cloud transport management. Okay, this is also basically our ALM part only. In ALM, we configure this and we utilize this to design our landscape. Okay, in virtual landscape. In basic, if you configure basic ALM, then in that you can configure your transport management. But if you don't use this, then you can't create virtual TMS. Okay, which we configure like as we create in our backend systems. Okay, so these parts are also I will cover deeply. Okay, when we use cloud LM, when we configure the BTP services. Okay, for now just try to focus on the parts which I'm covering and which I trying to explain. Okay, just BTP part and services in each step what you get to know. Okay, only the focus on those things. So entitlements also covered. And yeah, one more thing. From here, you can add and assign. So say, for example, if some, let me click on. From here, you can assign the services. Click add service plans. Okay. And from here, whatever service you want to configure, you want to add, from here, you can add the services. For example, this is trial version. It won't allow something here because already the default one assigned. Okay. So if you click here, cloud transport management, standard and light, already we have seen it is assigned to this. So add 0 service plans. Basically, already added no more service plans we have remaining for this. So for example, if we have for this, you need to just select standard or whatever options are here appropriate to you. Just click on standard, and in real system, we get options like default, standard, and free versions. Okay, if that service support free version. So we always go with default. Okay, default and standard. So basically what it does, it utilize your prior and free versions first, and after that they start your billing. Okay, so just cancel from here. You can add services, and once it is added, you will get yeah, the service is added. Then save, and just after that we go in sub account, and those services will be present there. Okay, so entitlements also covered. In system landscape, what exactly you will get here? In system landscape, basically you will get to know which are the services configured for your sub accounts or activated at your global account that you can use for your sub accounts. Okay, so here we can say two. We can see two services. Okay, build and base. Okay, no need to concern what exactly these are. Just what we get to know in each tab, just focus on those. Okay. My recording started, right? Yeah. Okay, so in system landscape, you will get to know which are the services activated from your global account. Okay, here we can say build and best. Both are not useful for us. Like developer uses these tools. Okay, we will cover how we can activate this. We will obviously get see that. Okay, formations basically these two types we don't use. Okay, consent request also basically here in system landscape you can see system. These are consent requests. You can say some. You can say form type things you can request to sign something. Okay, if you have received from other one. And in say system landscape basically one tab is used for us, which is system boosters. What exactly boosters means you have some free version and free version finished, then you can boost your system. Okay, or if you have some service you have bought for 100 units and 100 units already utilized, you want to increase that, then you can boost. Or if you have a trial you want to go for upgraded one, then also you can use here. So here we can say services like prepare an account for ABAP trial, we can start here. We have seen right in sub account this service was added, so we can start this. We can start automation pilot. Okay, so for now we will not start anything. Okay, so just from here you can do those things. Okay, and in another video in other sessions we will see what is integration suits. This is basically one thing which you guys get to see integration suite best, which were in system landscape. Then one most common ADS document service, automation pilot also, but many few client buy these things. These are not free of cost. In trial version, these are showing, but in real system, each and everything client have to pay. Okay, resource provider also not that much useful. Okay, account explorer we already see what we get to see here. Global sub account. So these are the sub. This is our sub account. Okay. If you click on this here, you will here some other tabs will open again. Okay. So here we can see many new tabs are there, isn't it? So here users analytics. It will show you users at sub account level, not at global account level. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These things are common, but these three yeah, four service also was not there. So some things are not here, and these four are extra here. Okay, so I'm not covering these four part which was common. Okay, in overview tab, basically when you will open the sub account here, you will get to see how many services are assigned to your system, to your sub account. So basically we can see our sub account are entitled to use 87 units. 87 services means we are this sub account can be configured with this 87 units. But basically in these many are default one only, which is already activated more than half, and two instance and subscriptions are created purposely. Okay, so if you click on these directly, it will show you what are the things configured. Here you can see BAS, Business Application Studio. This is basically get utilized for Fury app developments. Okay, and here in below you can say in environment we have configured Cloud Foundry environment in which our BAS service gets activated. Okay, so what exactly this environment, what exactly this instance and subscription, this we will cover for sure in later videos. In this session, these are basically you can say demonstrations. I will cover what are the things basically we will cover in upcoming sessions. Okay, so this is your sub account level, and okay, and here you can say subdomain, tenant ID, sub account ID. Secret is not here, right? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So some things are not visible here, which we configured. Okay, as it is trial one. So I will show for those things in real system. Okay. So this is basically BTP part you can say, and my recording will be going to stop in 1 minute. Okay. So where's my recording? Okay.